Hi guys, welcome back to another amazing battle report. Today is a very special one because we are finally previewing the first ever codex of 10th edition, which is the Tyranids. Thank you so much to GW for allowing us to preview this early in advance. It's an awesome book. We've had a look through all the detachments and everything, and today we are very excited to be previewing the first new detachment, which is Crusher Stampede. The big boys are back. So yes, we have all the new models already in the studio. They're ready to be painted. However, for our first report, we want to have a nice final send-off to a lot of the old models. So a big thank you to Chris Shepard, amazing Chris, for allowing us to use his army. It's an awesome army with loads of out-of-print old metal biovores and lictors and ripper swarms. A lot of units which are now getting new models, but we're still able to use these last models as a final send-off, because obviously it's unlikely we'll probably see them a lot again with the new ones coming in. So yeah, so back to that, I will be playing Crusher Stampede. I'm so excited. I love Tyranids, one of my favorite armies, especially all the big monsters. So being able to have an actual detachment for them is really exciting. And I will be facing against Mr. Pardo's Space Wolves, which is really cool. He's actually taking them with the Space Wolf specific detachment, so not using them with the regular Space Marine one, which is really cool. He's got a really aggressive list. He's got loads of Thunder Wolves, Sky Claws, and loads of Impulsors, which is really cool. I think 3 of them, which is really nice. I'll be running a full Carnifex build with Old One Eye, a couple more monsters, and loads of scoring. It's going to be really fun. So today, we will be playing Supply Drop, and we'll be using the Search and Destroy deployment. We're also using the Minefield special rule. We have an awesome battlefield today, loads of rubble and crates and craters all around. Obviously, this is clearly an Imperial city, and the Tyranids are coming in. You know, we're taking part in the battle for Ogrim that we've been seeing previewed on Warhammer community. So really excited to be playing that. It's a very aggressive mission, 2 very aggressive armies, which I can't wait to see how it goes. So I'll pass you on to Mr. Powder to talk about his army, starting now.
Back with the Space Wolves at 1750 points, using the Champions of Russ detachment. Now, I want to say it now, I am not a fan of this detachment. I think that the Gladiator Strike Force just works 100 times better when you're playing Space Wolves, but it is very narrative driven, and I wanted to try it once more on camera, especially with so many comments last time I used the Gladiator Strike Force instead of this detachment, that I wanted to keep you guys happy at home. So, leading it all for today, we have a captain in jump pack with a jump pack. He is upgraded to have a Thunder Hammer and a Storm Shield, and has, as his enhancement, the Black Death, which is great for this game because Aaron is bringing a lot of monsters, and he has anti-monster 4-up with this enhancement. So when you couple it in with a Thunder Hammer, I will be doing a lot of mortal wounds on 4-ups. Then we have Ragnar Blackmane, primaritized obviously, a beautiful model, and is a character that I don't leave home without. Every single list I bring him with me. He gives advancing charge to a unit, which is great, and he also hits like a truck. So I think he's actually worth his points. Hopefully he does his job in this game. Then we have 2 units of Assault Intercessors, 2 5-man units. Sergeants are upgraded to have Power Fist, just in case I get into, again, big monsters. I was going to say vehicles, but there's no vehicles in this game. So just in case I get into some elite units and big monsters, and I want to pack a bit of a bigger punch. Then we have a unit of Blade Guard veterans, a unit of 6 this time. Obviously, there's no upgrades on them. They do bring the Storm Shields and the Mastercrafted Swords, and is a unit that will be in a dedicated transport, a Impulsor, rocking a missile upgrade. I wanted some long-range firepower, so bring in the upgrade of the missiles on 3 of my Impulsors to be exact. Not only 1, I've got 3. Obviously, the Assault Intercessors will be riding 2 of them, and then we've got the Blade Guard veterans riding the 3rd. All of them upgraded with the Astartes missiles on them. Then we have some specific Space Wolf units. First of all, a unit of Thunderwolf Cavalry, 2 units of Thunderwolf Cavalry, 2 units of 3, obviously Storm Shields on them, as you can see now on the screen, and sadly they are not Thunder Hammers because now they are all called Heirloom Weapons. So ignore the Thunder Hammers because sadly they don't pack a punch like the Thunder Hammers actually do. Then we have a unit of Sky Claws, a unit of 10 this time. I did take a unit of 15, which I enjoyed a lot last game, but a unit of 10 this time because of points. We're playing 1750, so I did have to drop a couple of models here and there. And they're all rocking, obviously, bolt pistols and chain swords, and I have paid, or not paid, I have upgraded the Sergeant to have a power weapon on him. And then finishing off my list, we have the 2 shooting units. The bad boys, I think these are the 2 units that Aaron is going to have the most difficulty with, and those are 2 Redemptor Dreadnoughts. -1 damage on them is great, and obviously I have the upgraded Macro Plasma, the Onslaught Gatling Cannon, I've got Fragstorm launchers, and the Icarus rocket pod at the top. They will be my firing base, which is very, very important in 10th edition, and yeah, I think he'll have big problems with them, but the rest will be stuck in combat, hopefully with some monsters, and hopefully defeat them quite easily. Let's see how that goes. With that said, let's check out Aaron's list, and that's coming up next.
All right, so moving on to the NIDs, 1750 points of Crusher Stampede today. So starting off in the HQ, my Warlord is a Winged Hive Tyrant today with Lash Whip and Bone Sword. He's amazing for his stratagems, and obviously the Tyrant has to rule over all the NIDs. Then we have a Tervigon today who is taking the Enraged Reserves enhancement, so this is specific to Crusher Stampede. It allows him to fight on death in the 3-up, so obviously Powder's got a lot of combat. If he does kill me, I'll be able to have a chance at fighting back, which is nice. And the last character is Old One Eye, obviously, an amazing beatstick. He's really good, he's even better now in this detachment, so yeah, we'll see how well he does. And he will be attached to one of the units of Carnifexes that I'll get to in a second. So moving on to battle line, only 2 units here. A 10-man unit of Termagants with Flesh Borers and 10 Hormagons, just to help me do actions. And then the main bulk is all the other units. So first things first, we have 3 units of Carnifexes. One of them has a unit of 2 with Stranglethorn Cannons and Scything Talons. There is a unit of 1 with double Scything Talons and a unit of 1 with a Heavy Venom Cannon and Scything Talons. And all of them have the Spine Banks and the Bioplasma as well with the free upgrades. The important thing with this attachment is that you only get the benefit if you are below starting strength or below half strength. So if you have a unit of 2 Carnifexes, you don't get the benefit until you lose a whole Carnifex, and you'll never get the +1 to wound. So I think it's much better running them as a solo one, so you actually will get a benefit. And that's why I've run the 2-man to go with all one, but then the 2 singular 1-mans. And obviously they're very tough. With the extra move as soon as you hurt them, I think it's going to be very powerful to help get board control. Moving on, I have 3 singular units of Biovores. They have changed in the codex. Only one of them can perform the action to do the Spore Mines instead of all 3. But I still think it's nice to have the 3, so you have them in different places. They can still help with actions themselves. They can still fire and do some damage to the ones that aren't spawning the Spore Mines. And having them around means that it's not that they're easier for me to keep them safe, basically. Then I have a unit of 3 Raveners. They're very nice just to move fast, redeploy if needs be to do actions. Then I have 3 solo Lictors. So I still love Lictors. They're incredible. Really love these models, the metal ones as well, but the new ones are really cool. Very cheap, and they will be starting in reserve, hopefully coming on with Rapid Ingress. They can do it for free as well, which is really nice. I've got 3 solo units of Rippers. This is one of the changes that happens in the codex. Rippers are no longer 3-man or 6-man. They are 1, 2, or 3. So I've decided to take 3 1-mans and actually have them in Deep Strike. They can come on and do actions for me, which is quite nice. And then I have 2 3-man units of Spore Mines. Again, just more action monkeys, little units that can run around and do things. So yeah, so that is my list. It is 1750. It's got the beef, but it's also got the scoring. So hopefully it all works together. So you've seen the list. So you've seen the battlefield. It's time to move on to the battle and start the war.
Ragnar Blackmane kept his gauntleted thumb on the activation rune of Frostfang, conscious and reducing noise to a minimum, yet ready to ignite the ancient relic weapon into a fury of spinning chainsword teeth at any given moment. The Wolf Lord's senses were on high alert, his predatory instinct as a hunter working overtime to seek out any minor movements or sounds that would indicate the whereabouts of his prey. Ragnar had not laid eyes on the creature, but knew he was being tracked, aware that this pursuit of Xenos had quickly turned into being stalked. His adversary was now clearly shadowing the Space Wolf Astartes. Both hands now clutched Frostfang as he took a guarded stance, his senses running wild as the blood of Russ coursed through his veins, pumping into his racing twin hearts. From the corner of his eye, movement The beast was about to strike.
Here we go! Both armies now fully deployed and ready for battle.
Yes!
The wizard is back, the Nids are here, the new Nids, and the Space Wolves are trying to defeat them on this day.
Yep.
The first day with the new codex here at the SN Studio. We are playing Supply Drop Mission. Minefields as the extra little, what is it called? Secondary mission?
Like mission rules or whatever.
Yeah, secondary mission. And yeah, we're very excited. We have this beautiful battlefield. You've probably seen all this and heard about all this in the introduction, but just in case you've skipped the introduction, naughty, here is a little run through of what we're doing today. So, Mr. Mosqueda won the roll-off. He actually chose this side. No, he actually told me to deploy first. This mission has 6 objectives on the table. We've got 1 on each of the corners, as you can see.
There's just 5, I think.
Oh, sorry, 5. Every mission is 5. There's no 6 missions. There's no 6 objectives anymore. Yeah. So there's 1 in each of the corners, and then there's 1 straight in the middle in no man's land, which is going to be quite difficult to actually fight over. But for this mission, we do have to do some rolling.
We do.
Shall we do that before we go over deployment?
Yes, let's do it.
Let's do that. Okay. So I'll let you roll because I have a camera in one hand, so it's going to be much easier if you roll.
So I've got the acid blood.
Do you want to explain what it is?
That's the point. So this is rolling for the Alpha and Omega objective, which is for supply drop. So at the start of the 4th battle round, the Alpha objective will go away. And then at the start of the 5th battle round, all other no man's land objectives minus the Omega will go away.
Perfect.
So now we're going to roll 1, 2. It'll be this one here in the corner.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay.
Perfect.
Oh, we can't see what it is.
1.
It is a 1.
So this will go at the start of turn 4.
Okay, start of turn 4. Is that before the command phase? Before command phase.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because at the start they're worth 5, then after turn 4 they're worth 8, and then at the end of the game the one that remains is worth
15. Okay.
So it's
so now we roll
4, 5, 6.
Perfect. 1, 2, 3 closest to us. 1, 2, 3. So these
this
two.
Stays, that one goes.
This one stays and this one goes.
Fighting for the middle.
So 15 points at the end.
It's the middle of the game.
Oh, that's quite cool.
Big,
that's quite cool.
big.
Perfect. Okay, so let's go on to deployment now. Now, let's go briefly into terrain before we start, because just to guide some people that will be watching the reports throughout the game. So everything is obscuring.
Yeah.
Obviously, all these little things, we've tried to attach something on the top to make it obviously legally obscured. Obviously, we've attached these crates to this piece to make it obscured, so the whole thing is obscured. Whole thing obscured. We've got some craters on some different sides to look good. But do they give you cover if you're wholly within?
I don't think craters are a thing unless you want to count as area. I'll have to check the area terrain rules.
I think I checked this a couple of weeks ago, and I think if you're wholly within, I think infantry might get it. It's something that we'll check whilst we're playing the game. Obviously, these type of ruins, we're basically doing like a full square type version of it. And then we've got crates, which just ignore line of sight. So we've piled crates on either side to have a mirrored type of battlefield, and hope that gives us a bit of cover, especially you, because I have more shooting. I don't have much shooting. I don't have that much shooting, but I've got 2 Redemptive Dreadnoughts.
A bit more than me.
A bit more than you. A bit more than you. Okay, let's check out the Tyranids. They're the new boys for today. Take us through deployment, sir.
Yeah, so in reserve, just quickly, I put the 3 Ripper Swarms, the 2 Spore Mine units, and the Lictors. Everything else is on the table.
Yeah.
I've tried to hide as much as I can using this obscuring piece of terrain. We've got Old One-Eye unit, the Turbigon, and the Termagons hiding behind this piece. The Raveners also there, ready to maybe go and take that point.
Okay.
Hive Tyrants just here, out of range of any guns in order to give his buffs, etc. I've got all 3 single Bibles just hiding in the corner.
Just behind there. I promise they're behind there.
Just here.
The small models, like we stated at the beginning, a true send-off to all these really, really old models, because the new one's bigger. They wouldn't be able to hide
the new
as
one is
easy.
a lot bigger than this.
Yeah, a lot bigger, yeah.
And then we've got the unit of Hormigaunt and the 2 solo Carnifexes just hiding behind this.
Going that way.
Yeah, definitely going this way.
They're running the other way. Perfect. Okay, so let's take through all the Space Wolves. Everything's on the table. I have nothing on reserve. I've built this list to be quite aggressive. Everything is quite fast. Everything wants to get stuck in. So I've deployed them as close as possible to the deployment edge, as you can see. So let's start from this flank. We've got the Skyclaws, the big unit of Skyclaws, the first unit of Thunderwolf Cavalry. The second one is here. Again, they are as close to the deployment edge as possible. We've got the first of the Impulsors. I've actually marked them. So basically this one's the one with the paw at the front, but if you can't see it on camera, I've actually put one of the Blade Guard Sergeants on it so you can actually guide yourself throughout the battle. Then we've got the 2 Redemptors, making good use of the crates. There's not a lot of shooting, but just in case you can get some of those done into line of sight, I don't want to start dropping some silly wounds. Then we've got the other Impulsor with the unit of Assault Intercessors. We've got Ragnar attached to that unit, so they can advance and charge. And then we've got a solo one, his mission is basically to grab that objective for the first couple of turns before it disappears, and see how it does there. And that's it. 1750 points of Space Marine goodness, 1750 points of a send-off of old models.
Oh yeah,
and some cool ones that will be remaining in the new codex. And that is it. Let's go for the all-important roll-off, right?
Yes, let's do it.
Which is quite important, I think.
I guess, yeah.
I think your deployment, you're really not bothered if I go first.
I don't really mind.
I really want to get board control at least. So let's see. Okay, I'll let you roll off.
Thank you. We'll see. It's a 5.
It's a 5.
It's not bad.
You've been rolling quite high already.
I have.
That is
That's
a 2.
a 2.
Okay, so
Fate is
Ned's
decided.
going first. New codex, I think it makes sense.
Crush Stampede.
So Crash Stampede. Let's go and on to turn 1 for the Tyranids. We are back after the movement of the Nids for this turn 1.
Yes.
Now, first of all, let's go on to your cards.
Yes.
What did you draw? Area Denial?
Area Denial and Bring It Down.
And Bring It Down. Okay, so that's the 2 cards for Mr. Wizard here.
Yes.
And then over your... Did you do anything in your command phase?
Look pretty.
Look pretty. Okay, that's good enough, I guess. And I just want to point out that the back objectives for this mission grants you nothing.
Nothing.
It's just basically there for any cards that you get.
It's only for cards. The primary wise, it's just there.
Perfect. Okay, so take us through your movement.
Yeah, okay, so I've been quite conservative this turn. I know that you're full aggression and you can advance and charge, so I don't really want to give you too much.
Yep.
So I advanced out, I got a 6.
I can't advance and charge.
Oh, you're not, huh? Oh,
I'm not Gladius. Right?
Well, you can walk and charge.
Okay, but like Ragnar can advance and charge, but he's in a transport, so he can't do it as soon.
Then I worry for it next time.
Okay.
So the Raveners moved out.
Yes.
And they're just holding that objective there.
Okay.
I moved out with the 1A squad just enough to get line of sight of the Impulsor. I'm going to try for Bring It Down. I don't think I'll get it, but if I get lucky, that's great.
Cool.
I've kept still with the Turbogon. The Turbogon's just moved all of the Hive Town up. Still playing quite conservative. I don't have to overextend.
Okay.
Then I've kept hidden with all the little things, and I've just moved out with this Carnifex just to see his heavy venom cannon at your Impulsor.
Ooh, cheeky.
So just to try and... I don't think I'll kill it, but I could...
You can. You're going to try and take it down.
I'm going to try and take it down. Yeah. Exactly that.
Perfect. And that's it, right? Just the tactics are just move
and
shuffle and try and get line of sight onto that Impulsor.
That's pretty much it.
And can you explain Area Denial again?
Yeah, so basically I've got to have a model within 6 inches of the center ground, which is going to be a Spore Mine in about 3 minutes.
Yes.
And so long as there's no enemy units within 6 inches of the center, I get some points. If there's none within 3 inches, I get 5 points. So I will be getting 5 points.
Perfect.
So moving on to the shooting phase.
Yes.
The first thing I will do is this Bioball here is going to make a Spore Mine. So it just needs to be 9 inches away from you.
Perfect.
And wholly within 6. So I'll
okay.
make sure that it's like, I'll just put it there just to be cheeky. You should be back 6 from the center, so we'll put it there.
Perfect.
And that's going to get me Area Denial.
Okay.
Then I can start doing some shooting. So we're going to start with this Heavy Venom Cannon Carnifex, because he's only going to shoot into there.
Perfect.
So he has D3 shots with a Heavy Venom Cannon.
Okay.
Okay. 3 shots with a 5. Anything you want to do, by the way?
Save 3. No, nothing I want to do.
So he's hitting on 4s.
Okay.
So 1 hit. And he's wounding on 4s with strength 9.
Lovely.
Nothing. Then this squad here, I'll use my Hive Tyrant's Will of the Hive Mind for a free strat.
Okay.
And I'll just give them a new one from Crusher, which I'll just put up the
You've got the codex there.
I do have the codex. If you want to pull it up from there,
I'll get it for you. I'll get it for you.
Get it for me. Get it for me. Let's do this properly with the book.
So people believe us that we've got the book.
Look, it's a book. It's a beautiful book. I've noticed that I'm pretty sure it's the same cover of 9th, except it's got a really cool.
It is the cover of 9th, but has the background.
The cool artwork. So I believe it's called like Swarm Guided Saliva or something cool like that. It's a cool Tyranid rule.
I love how the book as well. If you look at the back, like the print goes through there as well. So it's like doesn't finish any. It carries on a bit more. Yeah. So it's quite cool.
I'll just put this little thing back here. So if we go into Crusher Stampede, it's called Swarm Guided Salvos.
Okay.
So it's 1 CP, so I'll do it for free. And it just gives me the ignore cover and ignore any like modifiers to my hit roll, etc. It's just so that because obviously you would be getting cover from them.
Okay.
Now at least
I don't get it. So. Okay, so what's firing now? Is it this?
It's this squad, yeah.
Okay, and it's firing at this impulsor.
At the impulsor, yeah. That's all we can see.
Perfect. I could -1. What's the damage?
You can't -1 to hit, but
no. I can manage to the AP with Arm of Content.
Oh yes, you could.
So what's
AP 1, damage 2, strength 7, wounding
AP 1, wounding on 5. I'll keep the CP.
I think so. So D6 plus 1 shot each because it's blast, but it doesn't matter. So that's 10.
Oh, nice.
12 shots.
Yeah.
Would be good if they didn't hit on 4s.
Yeah.
3, 4, 5, 6.
Did they hit on 4s in the index as well? Yes,
I
right?
believe so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just think they're the same.
Okay. Yeah, I wouldn't think they would be hitting on 3s, right?
No.
So 11 shots. No,
12.
12 shots.
1, 2, 3,
hitting
4,
on 4s.
6, 7, 10, 12. Hitting on 4s with rerolls because all 1 eye.
Should be about 6 hits.
Oh, sorry. I get rerolls from all 1 eye.
Full rerolls, right?
Yeah, full rotate. Because he's leading the unit. And then wounding you on 5s.
Lovely. And -1.
About 3 wounds, yeah?
3 wounds. Okay, -1 takes me to a 4-up save.
Yep.
And that is 2 go through. Damage
2 damage
is 2 damage each, so 4 damage. I think I have 11 wounds. So down to what? 7? Yep.
The last thing I'll do is I'll fire with the 2 remaining bioballs.
Okay.
So I'm strength 6, damage 2. I wonder if I should just try and go for like the Skyclaw unit. I think I will because
Okay,
it's
what's the range? It's 48.
It's 48.
Isn't it? Yeah,
so
the
the first one will fire at you. So it's D3 plus 2 blast.
Okay. Yep.
So 3 shots.
I've got 11 man, so because I've got the captain attached.
Just so I can kill one and keep getting blasted. 3 shots. So hitting on 4 is -1 plus 1 because it's heavy.
Okay.
So 4s to hit. 2 hits. Strength 6. So 3s. So 2 devastating wounds. So just.
Oh, nice. Kills 1. Okay, let's do. You are dead.
Very nice. And then we'll go for the next one. We'll do the same thing. So D3 plus 3 plus 2 blast. Sorry, so 4. Hitting on 4s.
Oh, nice.
Ooh, nice. And then wounding you on 3s. So that's 2 saves and 2 dead.
And 2 deads because it's damage 2 each,
Damage
right?
2. Yeah.
So 1, 2, and 2 saves.
And 2 saves at AP 1, but you get cover because indirect.
Okay, so back to 3 ups. Yeah. Damage 2.
Damage 2.
Ooh, nice one.
Kill
That's
4.
Bioballs.
Total.
What is this?
Woo, look.
That was a good ending to your shooting phase.
It was pretty. That started badly, and then it went better.
Perfect. So I think that's the end of the turn, right?
That
no
is the end of my
charges
turn.
or anything like that.
So I will score Area Denial for 5 points.
Yes, and sadly you did not get bring it down. But do you want to discard it?
I think I will for a CP. I think that there's better cards I can draw, and I'm not going to get it next turn most likely. So
okay.
So I will discard it for a CP.
Discard it for CP, taking you up to 2.
Yep.
I'm still on 1, going to be 2. You are going to be 3. And let's go on to my movement coming up next. Turn 1 movement for the Space Wolves over. I was about to howl. But last time I howled, it was really, really bad.
It was bad.
It was bad. And when I didn't know it was as bad. DC said it was bad. Until you watched. Then I edited it and it was bad. I tried to edit it so it was better. I made it worse. So yeah, I'm not going to try that again. Unless I do something. I'll howl. I promise I'll howl if I do like a saga.
Okay,
if I do a saga, I can howl.
We'll see how many howling we do then.
Probably none.
Probably no howling.
This is why I've said that. Okay, so it looks absolutely. This is how a Space Wolves look in battle, I think, right? Yeah. Everything running up the field and trying to get into combat, which I will try my best to do. So, movement-wise, the Thunderwolf Cavalry have moved this way. They have a 10-inch charge into the... What are these called again?
Ravagers.
Ravagers, there we go. We've got the Skyclaws moving up, getting into cover, basically like Mosquera just said. My Biovos were going to shoot at them again, as they ignore the cover, obviously.
Cool.
We've got the Redemptor shuffling to this right side and line of sight onto his Carnifex just behind the crates there.
Yep.
We've got this one shuffling to the left and getting targeted by line of sight of a couple of different units. Then the Thunderwolf cavalry moved up. This impulsor moved up. The little spore mine exploded. Did one mortal wound, and he'll probably the Thunderwolf cavalry will now be doing my actions, which will go over the cards now. This impulsor moved to this side, disembarked Ragnar and his unit of intercessors, and then on the back here, because of my cards, investigate signals, I had to advance with this impulsor to actually move because my base didn't fit, so I had to move all the way up and down, and then I disembarked at 9 inches with this unit of intercessors to actually get to investigate signals, which I hate that card. So I want to get it out the way, so that basically doesn't work. And what I'll do is I'll probably then move them onto this objective just in case I get any other cards. My second card was teleports, deploy teleport homers, which is basically you have to do an action either in your deployment, not your objective in the deployment zone, or the one in the middle. So I'm going to do it with the Thunderwolf cavalry and get some points there. Apart from that, it's time for some shooting. Not a lot, but still some tasty shots to go through. Starting off the shooting phase, we've got this impulsor. I forgot to mention my Oath unit is that Carnifex. They're hiding behind the crates, which I'm going to shoot with a lot of units, try and take him down. Okay, so first of all, I will start with a crack grenade. I am hitting on 3s. Which is a hit, and my strength is 8. Your toughness is
9.
9, so 5s. Rerolling because of oaths. Doesn't do anything, and then I've got 2 Stormbolter shots, which failed with 1. 2 hits, 2 fails, 1 wound.
2 up.
2 up, yes sir, because you haven't cover.
I failed it.
You failed it, of course you did. Okay, so 1 wound there. Then we move on to this impulsor. No, then we move on to this Redemptor, and he's going to fire all of its shots, which are within range, into here. So I think the only thing that it's going to be able to fire is the macro plasma, because it's 36. The rest is 24 or 18, which is in the range. So I will be supercharging, of course, to get that damage 3. So D6 plus 1 is the big 6. Whee. So 7 shots. 2, 4, 6, 7. Hitting on 3s. Re-rolling because of oath. All hits. And now we go, strength is 9, so 4s. Re-rolling. Okay, so that is -4 when I overcharge. So 5 wounds at -4.
5 up saves.
5 up saves, because you do have a 2 ups.
I will do 2 at a time for now.
Okay.
So that's 1 fail, so that
damage
will take me down to 4.
Okay.
5 up. 5 up.
Ooh, cheeky.
Oh, baby. Okay, so
that one goes through.
Down to 1.
Down to 1. Okay, that makes me very sad, because obviously I don't have any. What is the Twin Frag Storm? The Icarus Rocket Pod is still 24, so nothing I can do there. Okay, so I'm going to shoot with this one then and try and finish it off.
Squeaky, squeaky.
Squeaky, squeaky time, yes. Okay, so I'm going to do the bolters first.
Okay.
Try and finish it off with 1 wound. Okay, so that is 1 hit. And needing 6s, re-rolling. That is 1 wound.
Okay, so I have a CP. Okay, let's go on.
Another 1,
2
please.
Ooh,
oh, perfect. Okay, and then we've got the crack.
Yeah.
Which hits. Doesn't wound, because I need a... What was it? 5 up here. And it is a 5 now.
What's AP?
AP is -2.
So
3 up.
Cover is a 3 up. We'll see.
That's a pass. Perfect.
So that is the end of your shooting? From that?
From that, yes. I had to advance with this, so I can't, because I don't think it's assault, is it? No, I do have to do a hazardous roll, yeah, which is okay.
So I will do my blistering assault move?
Yep, to move. So remember that I do have this guy still to shoot, so try not to, try to hide him from there.
D6 plus 2 towards the closest enemy.
Lovely. So it's a 1, obviously.
So 3.
Okay,
just enough to
so
push
just move him.
There.
Yeah, perfect.
I'm behind the obscuring there. So.
Okay.
It's cool. It's a cool move.
So
cool.
I think these guys can shoot as well.
Yeah.
What's the? I think it's 18 range, right? Because it's heavy bolt rifles. Let's quickly check that and come back for more shoot. Okay, we're back. 5 shots. Hitting with all. Needing 6s. Re-rolling because of oath. Nothing. Okay, so he remains on 1 wound remaining.
There we go.
Now, to finish off my shooting phase, I do have this Redemptor, and he's going to fire into that fireball. Yeah, so D6, I will... How many wounds has he got?
He has 4 wounds.
4 wounds. Do I have to? I don't think I have. And what is his toughness?
He's toughness 6. There is no reason to overcharge. Apart from, does it change AP?
The AP goes from AP3 to AP4.
3 would give me a 6 up.
Okay.
AP4 would give me no save.
I'm going to go for no save because you've been rolling hot. So T6 plus 1, it is 1.
2 shots. Ooh,
oh, 2
risky.
shots. Do I reroll? I've got 2 CP. I think I want to kill something, and those biovores are going to damage me with the things that are hiding. So I'm going to reroll that into a 5.
Okay.
So 6 shots. 4, 5, 6. Hitting on 3s. That is 4 hits. And wounding on 3s. 3 wounds, minus 4, so he is dead. Perfect. Hazardous rule. I'm going to roll a 1. No. Okay. Perfect. So that is all my shooting. There's only one. Oh, is that a charge there? No, that's more than 12 for sure. That's like 14, isn't it?
That is, 14.
Perfect.
You know, 14.
Okay, so I'm just going to do this quick charge.
Yep.
A 10-inch charge here. I think I'm going to do it. I have faith in these dice. 5, 6, 7.
You have a CP you want.
Don't entice me.
You
I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to eat that CP.
No.
10.
No.
Oh, it's a 9. Nearly there. Okay, so that finishes off my turn. I did get investigate signals. I did get teleport homers.
Yeah.
So I'll score points for that. I have wasted all my CP.
And I'm on 4.
And you're on 4. Ouch. Okay, so let's go on to turn 2 for the Nids. Turn 2, Tyranids now over. And it's getting interesting. Things are getting heated up. And we're going to see more close combat, which is what we're all here for. So, first of all, cards, sir.
Yes.
You discarded Bring It Down.
Last turn, yeah.
Last turn.
So
now you got
overwhelming force and attempting target.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So attempting target was
I chose the
middle one, and the other one was
I have to kill something off an objective.
Okay.
Which
I've got a lot of units on objective. I've got 4 units in total. So you basically have you can choose up to.
I have some options.
You have options, yeah.
But we'll see how many of them end up dying.
Perfect. Okay. So take us through your movement now.
Okay.
Let's start over here.
I left the Raveners just there. I've moved forward with the One Eye Squad, get some line of sight into the Thunderwolves, and try and make a nice cheeky charge into the other Thunderwolves.
Okay.
It'd be nice to clear off a couple of them. I move forward with the Hive Tyrant to be able to spread his synapse and his 12-inch native strat free.
Yeah.
And obviously still hide a bit from that Redemptor, which is a bit nice. I've advanced with this Turbogon. I got a 6, so she just came around here, ready to maybe next turn pressure the middle, but still have a bit of cover. The 2 Bibles stayed back. I don't need this objective, so
yeah, for now.
Who cares? I advanced with this. I was going to say Screamer Killer, but Conifex, just enough to keep his tail for cover, but be ready to again have a counter charge. This one moved up, hopefully ready to start doing some damage. He's now +1 to hit and wound because he's hurt. Because Cresta Stampede.
Yeah.
And then I moved up with the Hormagons, like I said, to get myself tempting target.
Yeah, and you've got more OC than me at the moment.
So I've got at least 6, maybe 7th one in, but definitely 6, which is at least 12 OC. Enough to get tempting target and deny you primary, because there's no more heroic intervention or anything for Space Wolves, which is nice. And then I've deep struck with 2 units. So I bought the Lictor down because I want to try and go for like a 9-inch charge. I have CP. It would be nice to maybe kill a few of these guys off or hurt Ragnar. And then put the Ripper down because the Ripper actually doesn't have any OC. But he actually has an ability where he halves enemy OC.
Yeah.
So if I bring the Carnifex in,
kill a couple with the Lictor, and suddenly you have.
I have the objective. It's
OC
like
than me.
it will be a nice little thing just to try and drop your primary. And because I have so much stuff in reserve, I don't need them all to come out.
Yeah.
This is a 15-point guide to maybe do something.
Perfect. Okay. So with that said, let's go straight on to shooting. Coming up next. We are back for the shooting phase, but just before I am using my CP for this turn to Overwatch with the Impulsor.
Yep.
Now, I'm going to go for the middle one, which is a minus. Let's get the card. Let's get the card. It's always better. With the Icarus Array one, which is D3 shots at strength 8 still, -1 AP, damage 2.
Okay.
So, here we go. We're going to do the Stormbolters first. It's 4 shots this time, and he is over still. So, I'm hitting on 6s. I'm re-rolling. That is 1 hit, and then looking for 6s again. Re-rolling. And then, I know it's a bit silly, but if I can take that Carnifex off before he starts shooting at me, that is only 1 shot. So he's hitting on 6s, re-rolling. Oh, I saw that 6. That's it. Okay. All yours now. Okay, so take us. Who's going to start shooting first?
We're going to start with this guy, who has his Bioplasma just within 12. So I was debating whether I was going to shoot the little things here because it will make his charge longer, but I think I can do more damage in shooting here
with the Carnifexes. Okay.
So Bioplasma is D3 Blast, so D3 +1. Do it in the clicker. So 3,
And we checked the craters as well. They do give area
For
terrain.
infantry.
Yeah.
It's model by model as well, which is nice. So hitting on 3s, because I am injured with Crush Stampede. Strength 7, so wounding you on 3s, but +1 to wound, so 2s.
Perfect.
So 3 wounds at AP 2.
AP 2, and this is into the... Okay, AP 2, so 5 ups. That is... And damage?
1.
Damage 1, so 1 is dead.
Okay. Then this guy here,
Okay.
he will put
Dun, dun, dun.
some D3 damage, right? And then these things are 4 wounds each?
4 wounds each, toughness 6, 3 plus save.
And 3 damage. I'm going to put everything into them.
Okay.
Yeah. So we will start with everyone's fresh. So I'll start with the heavy venom cannon.
Perfect.
So D3 shots.
Okay, and this is going into the intercessors.
There's
as well.
still 5, right? Because
Okay.
one 5-man plus Ragnar.
Yes.
So
So
it
still
would
5,
be
so you
3
get
shots.
you get an extra shot.
Hitting on 3s and wounding on 2s.
And you're getting +1 because of the
+1 to hit because I'm under starting.
less than
and
half
+1
and starting. Yeah.
So 2 at AP 2 damage 3.
Okay. AP 2, so 5 ups. 1 goes through.
So 3 damage, so it kills 1.
Yep. So that's 2 dead.
Then we'll go with the bioplasma.
Okay.
So that is D3, so 2, and I still get the bars because at the same time. So that's 4 shots. Or, no, 3 shots, right? Yeah, 3 shots. And then hitting you on 3s, nothing.
Ooh, nothing.
And then we'll go with the spine banks. So these are
Okay.
6-inch range, 5 shots, hitting on 3s. And then strength 5, so 3s,
3's 2 wounds, yeah.
So
1 wound. Minus?
nothing, I think.
Okay, 3 up. That's a pass.
So 2 dead.
2 dead. Okay, so let's remove those off the table and carry on shooting somewhere else. Okay, more shooting on the other side of the battlefield now. Carnifex with Old One Eye firing into the Thunderwolf cavalry on the middle of the battlefield. So big guns going in. You're not doing any of the small shots,
No,
right?
because I don't want to make my charge any longer. Thunderwolves are quite big bases. So.
Okay, because they're short range, right?
They're 6 and 12.
6, so basically they would always be able to fire
Exactly.
and you could take one off. Okay, perfect. So big guns.
D6 plus 1 shots each. So that is 7, 8, 9.
Okay.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So these will be hitting on 4s with rerolls.
Lovely. And the reroll is because of Old One Eye, right?
Doesn't matter.
Okay.
And they're winning you
Still
on...
a good number of shots anyway.
Yeah. Strength 7, so 3's to wound.
3 to wounds because I'm toughness 6.
That was
What is
probably.
it? Yeah, I can reroll that one.
There. So just 4.
Just 4. Okay, and these are minus?
Minus 1 damage to 2.
Minus 1, so 4 ups here. And these were... Can I start with the back one?
These are these.
Oh, sorry, it was that one. Yeah, constantly. I said it before as well. And the impulsor doesn't give cover, right?
No, it's only certain units that say like Bane Blades and stuff.
Okay, perfect. So here we go. 4 ups then. Fail 3. Damage?
2.
Damage 2. So they are 4 wounds each. So that's 1 dead and 1 down to 2 wounds remaining.
Okay.
Okay, so I'll take the front guy off, I guess. Take him off, and I'll put 2 wounds on the back one.
Okay.
Perfect. And that concludes your shooting phase, right?
I have 2 Bioforce.
Oh, yes, I forgot about them because they're sneakily hiding behind that ruin over there.
So
Perfect.
I think I'm going to go into this squad. I was thinking about maybe dropping another Thunderwolf, but
Okay.
I kind of want to go here.
Going into the Assault
Yeah,
Intercessors.
the first one. So D3
Okay.
shots. 4, 1.
Okay,
Hitting on a 4, we miss.
okay.
And the next
second
one will be D3 shots. 4, 1. Hitting on a 4, which misses. There we go.
Okay, and now that concludes the shooting phase.
I can use the phase.
Perfect. Okay, so let's go into charges coming up next. Okay, getting exciting now. Charge phase and the stratagems being in use. So these are part of the detachment.
Yeah, this will be used when I do the charge, but I will just declare it now just to make life easier.
Yeah, and explain them as well because everybody's interested in
Use
that.
that.
Yeah.
So the first one, when I hopefully make the charge with this guy, I'll be using Massive Impact, which is effectively like a version of Tank Shock for monsters. So you roll 6 dice and any 4s are mortal wounds after you make a charge.
Nice, yeah, basically tank shock, right?
Tank Shock is to do with the weapons and it's a bit more complicated. This is simpler.
But axe more or less the same.
Yeah.
Perfect.
And then the other one I'll be using is called Rampaging Monstrosities, which just allows me to reroll the hit roll with a monster. So I'll be using that on this guy as well.
Okay.
And then obviously I have my once per turn free CP in case I need to reroll charge or something like that.
Okay,
So
from the Hive Tyrant,
from
right?
the Hive Tyrant.
Perfect.
So
where are we starting? Shall we start with
we'll start with the Lictor. The Lictor needs a 10
It's a
into
10.
your Assault Intercessor.
Okay, because I removed the
back
2 back ones. Okay, where do you want to roll that? That is an
That
11.
is an
I
11.
told you
Oh,
you were going to roll. I told you you were
the
going to roll hot.
Lictor.
Okay, Lictor doing his Lictor things.
Then we will go with the Ripper just in case.
Yes, again, is it a 10 as well?
Yes.
Okay. That is a 3.
He will stay there.
He was very slow compared
was
to the Lictor, yeah.
We will charge this guy in. It's
Okay,
a 4.
and this is the guy that's doing the mortal
All the
wounds,
cool stuff.
all the cool stuff, yeah.
So, so this guy into your...
Ooh.
That was the Ripper Swarm.
He's
there.
very, very angry.
He will come around
Okay.
to here and base you over here.
Okay, perfect. Blink.
And then, obviously, I will be spending 2 CP for him, but I will just mark it down for now.
Okay, and you're down to 2
2
after that, right? Okay.
Then I need a 6 or 7 there, so I'll see what it is.
Okay, I think it was a 6.
I think it was a 6 as well.
That is...
Oof.
You've rolled that 3 times.
Oof.
You've
These
rolled that
dice.
3 times. What is going on? Okay, so I'll just move them in. I'll let
Just
you
move them in, yeah.
I'll let you move them differently if you want to. But there we go. 3,
Perfect.
3, and he can go there, right? And
Yeah, I can, so long as I'm base to base.
base to base, and he can still grab that objective. And that's it, right? Are these guys going to charge in?
No.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Are you very, very sure?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, cool. Into the fight phase we go. Okay, going to this corner now. We're going to start with the mortal wounds.
Yes.
The stratagem's been placed. So roll your dice. Let's see how more. Any 4-ups, right?
5.
5, and it's 1 mortal wounds for each one,
Yes,
right?
so 5.
So
5
5. So that's 2.5 dead.
Oh, he's angry.
He's angry. So let's leave. We can move them later. The sergeant's got 1 wound.
Perfect, okay.
Sergeant's got 1 wound.
So we will start in this side with
Lictor?
the Lictor.
Okay.
So he has 6 attacks,
Lovely.
and he is precision, so he's going to go for Ragnar.
Ragnar, obviously.
So he's hitting on, actually.
2s, I think, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Yeah,
Wow.
2s to hit, yeah.
Oh, look at that. And then he is strength 7. Well, strength. So what's your toughness? Because now it would be average toughness, right? Are they both 4?
And they're both 4. Ragnar's still toughness
So
4
3
anyway.
Okay, so that is 4 at AP 2 damage 2.
AP 2, damage 2. So 4-ups, basically.
Into Ragnar. Ragnar
And
takes
he
8
is
damage.
dead, even with a reroll, which I don't have a stratagem, by the way. I don't have CP.
So-
And by the way, I just want to point
Yeah.
out that this is the second time that Ragnar dies straight away without
my
doing
hand.
anything. By your hand. Thousand Suns and now
Because the
Tyranids.
Lictor did it, I
Yeah.
get a CP.
Woo!
Because he has the feet.
Do I get a saga for dying?
I get a saga.
The lictor leapt high into the air. It screeched as it crashed down onto the wolf-lord. The creature's large, razor-sharp talons punctured great holes in the Space Wolf's ceramite armor. Ragnar cried out in pain. The beast forced him to the ground in a stream of blood.
Back to this combat. 1 wound left on the sergeant. Carnifex is going to still use...
I will. I don't think
You
I
don't wanna
need
risk it.
But if I roll 1s and
Yeah,
2s,
so
and I roll
rerolling
it,
all hits. And you failed with...
There we go.
Because he
Plus
gets
one
plus
hit.
1 because
So
he's
I
on
don't think
half
I
wound.
needed it, but
just in
might as
case.
well.
You do have CP, so you can show it off.
On 2s with plus 1 wound.
Okay, so that
So
is
4 AP2 damage 3s.
4 AP2. And he's dead.
He is dead.
Okay, so
I'll do
that's
consolidate inside.
that's that. Just doing pulse live on this unit, on this side. And then we move on to here.
Yes.
Carnifex time and Old One Eye. Who's fighting first?
Old One Eye, because he's cool.
Old One Eye.
Old
okay.
One Eye.
Hopefully I
Okay.
can smash you with some Thunderhammers, just maybe
That would
with
be cool.
1 guy at least. Let's go.
So he's hitting on 3s with rerolls.
Okay.
Because obviously Old One Eye only hits on 3s for
Yes,
some reason.
obviously.
He is strength 14, so
Okay.
that's 2s.
Lovely.
So-
So 2, obviously 2 1s.
Obviously. So 4 at AP3. So
4 and BB3. So 4 ups for my Storm Shields. 2 damage.
D6 plus 1 each.
Wow.
The first one, it would be 3,
Okay,
which
so
is
he-
as
ooh,
bad
do you
as
want to reroll?
2.
Yeah.
I think I'm still within 12. I don't think I would be within 12. I don't think there's any way. So for the strat, I will spend it down to 2
Okay,
because 2 is as bad as a
Yeah.
1, effectively.
basically. And that is
So
a
that's
4,
four, so
right?
5
Now,
damage.
so 1's dead.
I'm dead.
So let's take the back one off.
And the
I
next
like
one-
Father Christmas is there. So
Oh, of course,
yeah,
fine.
Father Christmas
And the next one is 4.
is that guy there.
3 plus 1 is 4.
Okay, so another one dead
There we
because
go.
they have 4 wounds each.
Perfect.
And you should still go 2 more Carnifexes?
I have 2 more Carnifexes.
Okay, and
But-
these are damage D6 plus 1 as well?
No, these are damage 3.
Damage 3, which sometimes is better.
No, yes. Hitting on 4s with rerolls. Okay, they're doing their work today.
Nice.
They're having a good
Old
fun.
One Eye is pretty cool, given full
The old
rerolls,
one, I
right?
really like it with full guns. If you
Yeah.
get the different guns, because they do a lot.
Yeah.
And then these are strength
Especially
9.
hitting up 4s in combat as well. It's
Yeah.
so sad.
Wounding on 3s.
Ooh, all that. Do you want to pass
There you
them
go.
on?
You got to fail 2 on the 4-ups. In minus 2.
Maybe. These dice sometimes work for me. No, they don't work for me. Okay, so
Just
Father
about.
Christmas is dead. This means that Christmas is now ruined for all the kids in the world. And do you have anything to say?
Biomass is biomass.
You're basically now not likable.
We are
not
the embodiment of Krampus and the Grinch.
Yes,
that's why we're green.
Both together. Turn 2 for the Space Wolves, and in my command phase, I have actually gotten Assassination for my cards and Cleanse. Cleanse is going to be very, very difficult, just because your gaunts, Homogaunts, right? Homogaunts are 2 OC2 each, right? Yeah. And Assassination, there is a couple of guys. There is the Hive Tyrant, Turvagon, and obviously Old One Eye. So again, quite difficult, but it's something that I'll probably stay with the card, just because it has to happen sooner rather than later.
We'll see.
Now, I have used Relentless Assault, Warrior Pride, which is in the command phase, to put a unit that has a character into a saga that hasn't been done. Okay. So I'm going to use 1 CP and put this saga into the Saga of the Beast Slayer. What this does, you say, is it grants the unit lethal hits. So it's quite cool. Now, you're using some CP
Overwatch.
To Overwatch, and you've brought the Lictor for free.
For free, without Rapid Ingress.
With Rapid Ingress.
9 inches away here, but out of 12 of all the shooting.
Okay, so before you shoot, you're going to use Overwatch. I'm just going to go over my movement. So my Assault Intercessors have moved into this objective, just in case I need to grab it with one of my cards later on. I've stayed put with my Impulsor, because I can shoot now into combat. My 2 Thunderbolt Cavalry have gone in to help this corner flank on the battlefield. My Redemptor has moved up. Basically, I want to start getting board control with that specific Dreadnought, because the Redemptors are the 2 units on the table that's going to create the most trouble for Mr. Aaron here. I've disembarked, I shuffled with the Impulsor, and then disembarked with the Blade Guard unit. And then what I've done is I've shuffled up with this Redemptor, which are going to shoot at the Rippers. No, these are Ravagers. Because I was about to shoot at these guys, but then Aaron was nice enough to remind me that if I shoot, they can move D6 plus 1.
Yeah. D6 plus 2 towards the closest enemy,
and get into combat. That means that you've charged in, so you would be going first, and it would be a massacre. So, and then lastly, as you have seen, we've got the Sky Claws moving up and about to go into a suicide mission and try and take down some of these nasty Carnifexes. That is it. Now, Overwatch.
Yes. Boom, 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 boom.
Shoot into my captain, basically.
Into Sky Claws, yeah.
Okay.
So, the D6 plus 1 blast from the shots.
Yes.
How many are left in the unit?
There's 7 in the unit in total, including the captain.
2 there and 2 there. So that would be 4 plus 10.
10. Okay.
1, 2, 3,
4. So 14 in total.
10. These are hitting on 6s, but with rerolls.
Perfect. Okay, so fishing for 6s.
Fishing for 6s. Hoping to kill 1 or 2 would be nice. Okay.
That's 3 for now, and I think you're going to get another 3.
That would be very lucky.
I can smell it.
Ooh, we hope so. Don't tempt me. Another
2. So 5 in total. That's not bad. Strength is
7.
7. So 3 is 2. 3 is 2.
So 4.
4. Minus
1 damage 2.
Minus 1 damage 2. Okay. So
4 4-ups.
Yep, 4 4-ups. Failed 2.
So 2 dead.
2 dead. So
then we will go
dead, and he is dead.
We'll shoot the spine banks.
Okay.
Which is 10 shots.
Yep. And by the way, this is the unit that is oathed, just in case.
I am the oathed unit. I wish I could oath you. So 1 hit, and then rerolling everything. This is what it feels like to have the first half of oath. Right?
Yes.
All the rerolls. So 2 hits, strength 5, so 3 steward.
Perfect.
2 wounds at AP 0, so just 3 ups.
1 goes through damage.
Damage 1.
Damage 1. Okay.
And the last thing
wound marker
is the bioplasma.
Little wound marker here.
2d3 plus blast, because it still happens, so 2, 3, 4.
Okay.
And then these are hitting on 6s. 2 hits already, nice. Rerolling, 2 hits. Wounding you on 3s.
That was a hit,
so 1 AP 2.
I'll reroll that.
Okay.
It's failed.
Damage
AP 2, damage 1. So this one is dead
Kill
now.
3, I'll take that.
The wound marker is now removed again.
I will take 3 killed on shooting.
Yes, that's not bad for Overwatch. Perfect. So with that said, let's go on to my shooting phase now.
Yeah.
Coming up next. Starting the shooting phase with this Impulsor, going to fire at that Carnifex just beside the Lictor. So I'm going to go for the D3 shots. It is the big 3 shots. And here we go. Hitting on 3s.
Yep.
2 hits. Strength 8, so 5s.
2 wounds.
That is 2 wounds at -1.
So with cover 2 ups.
Yep.
We're good.
Perfect. Okay, and then we've got 2 bolter shots, which are both failed. Okay, Then let's move on to this impulsor.
Okay.
I'm going to fire into... I think I'm okay there. Let's start hunting the big boys.
Tervigon.
Okay, Tervigon first. I'm going to go for the crack. Let's do the 2 bolters first. That is 2 hits and needing 6s. Nothing. And then, I do think I have heavy bolter.
What do you have?
Rapid fire. Okay, and then I'm going to go for crack, which is a hit. Strength is still 8. So needing 5s. Nothing there.
Okay.
And then we go with... I don't have any CP because I've used it to put these guys on the lethal hits, the command phase. So I think it's time I basically need to go. Let's do 6 shots into those pesky little aliens.
Little bolt pistols,
with the heavy bolt pistols. Yeah. So 3, 6. Hitting on 3s. Okay, 2 hits. And 1 wound, -1.
I think they have 5 ups, funny enough.
Wow.
They do, so 6 up save. No.
Okay, so 1 is slain.
One brother is
Perfect. Okay, so what we're going to do here, you say, everything's going to fire into the Tervigon.
Okay.
Even the small arms fire is going to do that.
Even the small arms fire.
Yes, so I'm going to get the card really quickly. This is where it helps because it's got so many guns. Okay, here we go. Let's start off with one thing at a time. So, the heavy onslaught cannon, no. I have the normal onslaught cannon.
We remember that there was a day.
Let's not make that mistake again.
It was the space wolf against
Magnus. It was. They were trying to cheat again. So 8 shots still. And
this is the small one, right?
This is the small one, yes. Hitting on 3s.
Okay.
That's 2 misses. And I'm just going to put this to the
What's your
side. Strength is 5.
I'm T11, so 6s.
6s, nothing. Now, next up, we have 2 Fragstorm grenade launchers. I think there's Fragstorm, right? Yeah, Fragstorm. So
yes,
that
definitely.
is 4, 5, 6, 7. 4, 5, 6, 7. Hitting on 3s. And looking for 6s. That is 1 wound, no AP.
1 wound, no AP. AP2. Sorry, 2 up save, I mean.
2 up
there
save.
we go.
There we go. Okay, then we've got the rocket, Icarus rocket pod, D3, which is 1 shots. Hits, doesn't wound.
Okay.
And then lastly, we've got the incinerator plasma. I am overcharging. Number of shots, 5 plus 1 is 6. Hitting on 3s. Okay.
That's a
Need
nice
to
roll,
throw
that
these
one.
dice. And strength 9, 2 wounds.
AP
-4.
So minus
6
effective
ups,
minus
right?
3, so 5 up. Well, cover, right? So 5 ups.
You get cover?
Yeah, you can't see
Okay.
the full amount.
Yeah.
So. I'll do one time because I have a reroll. That's 3 damage. I'll just do the other one. So 6 damage. That's fine.
6 damage.
I won't CP that.
Okay, nothing you can do there. Perfect. And then what we're going to do is this Redemptor is going to fire at these guys, at the Ravagers.
Okay.
And again, rinse and repeat. I'm going to start with the big guns. Might as well, right?
Why
D6. And then overcharging, obviously. 2, 4. Oh, I need to do a hazardous roll,
Oh, you do.
which I pass.
Very nice.
Okay, 6 shots. Hitting on 3s. 2 misses. And wounding on strength is 9, Ravagers toughness.
Definitely.
Not
it would
4,
be
right?
3s to wound. It would be 3s to wound.
3's 2.
Yeah, the T5.
Man, what's going on with my rolling? 1 wound, -4, so damage 3.
I don't think I have an impulse, so they have 3 wounds each, so one just.
Okay, one just disintegrated. 2, 4, 6, 8. Let's do the onslaught. Hitting on 3s. Couple of misses. And strength is 5. Your toughness was
5.
5. So 3 wounds at -1.
-1.
No minus.
I will
sorry.
get cover, so I'll be on a 3 up.
Okay.
So just 3 up.
Yeah, you get cover because
Can you see?
I can
this
see
guy fully?
just 1 line. Yeah, I can
You
see.
can see fully?
Yeah.
Okay, then that'll be 4 ups. So
1
damage.
wound. Okay, I'm going to do the hazardous roll before I forget, which I pass. And then I've got 2 Fragstorm launchers. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 8, 9. So many shots. Hitting on 3s. Miss. And strength 4, so 5s. That is 1 wound, no AP.
So 4 up. I will just use my, because there's nothing else. This is the last shooting, right?
Free roll.
The
Free
free
reroll.
Free reroll, basically. Yes. Yeah, so
Okay, perfect. And then we've got the Icarus rocket pods, which is 2 shots, hitting on 3s. That is 2 hits. Strength is 8, I believe. Yes, 8.
please.
2 wounds at -1 damage 2.
So 5 ups. Both dead.
Both,
So
no.
both
One's
go
dead
through.
and one's down to 1 wound
Perfect.
on him. Okay.
Lovely.
Then I believe that is all my shooting. I can't get that 1 wound with anything, so that is it. That is all my shooting. No, I didn't do my shooting over here, right? No, the impulse is going to shoot into the lictor.
Perfect.
So Can he shoot at a different unit?
With -1, yeah.
With -1. I'll shoot into the Carnifex with the crack. So hitting on 4s. Fails. And then 4 Storm Bolter shots. 4 hits. And looking for 6s. Nothing. Okay, that is it.
Right.
Let's go straight into charges. Coming up. Okay, charges. This unit first into the death wall. So they've made it in. Blade Guards are going to go in. They've made it in, and then the Thunderwolf Cavalry. I think I need a 4.
Into the Carnifex?
Is into the Carnifex. Yeah, that is a 6. So they're in as well. Okay, so Thunderwolf Cavalry, Blade Guard in, and obviously this unit. You do have 2 CP. So you can intervene with 1 unit.
Will be. That will be.
Starting the fight phase, we've got the Skyclaws and the Captain going into this unit. Now, I do have my Warlord traits, just a reminder. So I do have Monster 4-up, Anti-Monster 4-up. So any 4-ups will do Devastating Wounds.
With Thunderhammer.
Okay, so let's start with the Small Arms Fire, or Chainsword.
Small Arm Combat.
Hitting on, now if I charge, I get +1 to hit. So hitting on 2s.
With rerolls.
With rerolls because of oaths.
And then lethal on the 6s.
And these are auto wounding. And then my strength is 4, so looking for 6s, re-rolling. That's an extra 1. So 4 already there. And then we do have the Captain hitting on
2.
Do I get the +1? You can re-roll wounds for this unit. He's part of this unit. No, he can re-roll charges. And at the end of the turn, each model in this unit makes a melee attack, adds 1 to the hit roll. So he does get it, right? So he's hitting back on 2s. So 1 miss, and no lethal hits, which is what I really want.
Looking for 4s.
4s.
With rerolls at least.
Oh
the
man,
2 mortals.
Rolling is so bad.
So 6 mortal wounds.
6 mortal wounds, and that's it. 6 mortal wounds, and then 4 extra.
So the saves first, and the mortal wounds.
Yeah.
What's your AP?
And my AP is nothing.
So 4 2-ups?
No, sorry. Astartes Chainsword, -1.
So 4 3-ups.
Okay.
So I take 2 damage, then I take 6, so it will kill 1 Carnifex.
Perfect.
Do I blow up and hit you in the face?
Do they more? So don't they have 7 wounds each? You said.
They have 8 wounds.
8 wounds. Okay, so perfect count. Perfect death, basically.
Yeah. So we will pull here.
Oh, I like that one.
Yeah, well, he's dead, unfortunately. You killed him. If you like him so much, why did you kill him?
Okay, so you're going to intervene now, right?
Yeah.
Interrupting with the Carnifex.
Yes.
Because you could take out both of them.
If I kill 1, I'd be happy. If I kill both, I live. So
yes,
it's quite
good.
big.
Okay, let's do this.
So I'm hitting you on 3s.
Perfect.
It's not a great start.
Okay, hits 3 times.
And then wounding you on 2s.
2's 2 wounds, yeah.
So 3 wounds.
3 wounds.
AP2, damage 3.
AP2, so 4-ups.
Okay, well.
That's them dead.
That can happen.
Because it's damage 3 each, right? So that's the first one dead. And I can't even roll a 4-up. What is going on? Next up, Blade Guards. Hitting on 3s here. And they do have a couple of more attacks. And miss. I did need 4 more attacks. That was a missing. So roll these, and these are all hits. And then my strength is 5.
So 3s to send me to the grave.
3s to kill.
I believe I've probably been sent. I think there's 10 there, right?
More or less.
Just about, I think.
Just about. Okay, so take these off.
I believe so.
Take these off, and that's 3, 6, 9, 12, 13.
We are dead.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so at least I've removed 1 unit.
Yep.
Can't believe I died over there. Thunderwolf Cavalry have done nothing again.
They have died.
Okay, so we go on to here now.
Technically, I have to fight first with Lictor.
Let's do that then.
So, because he fights first.
Okay.
So I'm hitting you on 2s.
Yep.
Okay.
All hits.
And I'm wounding you on 5, strength 7.
Okay, toughness is 8.
1.
1.
AP2, damage 2.
That's
You're
a save. Okay. I do need to attack back. I'm going to do it really quickly out of sequence. And that's 1 hit. No wounds.
Now we do the Carnifexes.
Now we do the Carnifexes.
So we will start with the regular Carnifex.
Perfect.
So he's now hitting on 3s because he killed his brother.
Yep.
Hitting on 3s with rerolls. Doesn't matter. And wounding you on strength 9, so 2s. Okay, so that is 5, AP2, damage 3.
5. AP2, damage 3. Okay, so I'll do 3 at a time.
Okay.
4-ups, so that's 2 dead.
Yeah, 5-ups, right?
Oh,
do you have Storm Shield?
No, I don't have Storm Shields, yeah. So 3 dead. And then these go into the Captain that has a Storm Shield.
Yes.
So 4-ups.
So 6 damage on him.
6 damage, and guess what? He's dead as well. I think he has. Do you think he's dead?
If not, One-Eye will take the kill.
Yes, he's got 5 wounds.
One-Eye doesn't do anything.
So, more removing from the table. How does that feel?
Oh, great for me. I feel
How does
good.
that feel? This doesn't feel
more
very,
eating,
very good. This
biomass.
is only my turn too, and most of my hard-hitting units are now dead. It's going to happen the same as last time. My Redemptors are going to survive, but they can't do.
I want to go for that one. Old One-Eye is looking.
Come on, come and
juicy.
get me. Turn 3 for the Tyranids. Movement now over. They need to go for the kill. It was an awful turn for the Space Wolves. The dice rolling, things dying. Oh, it was horrendous. I can't even think about it anymore. Okay, so first of all, command phase cards.
Yes, I drew Storm Hostile Objective.
Okay.
And Capture Enemy Outpost.
Nice.
So I was thinking about Capture Enemy Outpost. I was planning on maybe dropping a Lictor down and going into...
Yes, because you need to drop everything in now, right?
Everything now. I could technically Rapid Ingress on your turn, but I was thinking about dropping the Lictor in and then next turn moving out trying to capture. Okay. But I failed my Battle Shock with my
so
Ravener.
We've put the little token already, so
Cool,
the Ravener failed, so something's changed.
Yeah, so the Lictor has to come down there in order to get the primary rather than do that. So I probably will be burning Capture Enemy Outpost end of the turn.
Okay.
In terms of the rest of the movement, I move forward with a One-Eye squad towards that Redemptor.
Yes.
In order to...
yeah, because your base fits, but mine doesn't. So you have to come to me.
I'm strength 14, so I can hurt him.
Yeah. That's the only unit that can probably hurt him.
Exactly. And if I don't go for it now, he's going to shoot me anyway, so I'd rather go for it anyway.
Exactly.
Then, as I said, I moved the Lictor there. I also brought down my Ripper Swarms.
Yeah.
So I put 1 Ripper Swarm in that corner, ready to, in case I draw Investigate Signals at some point in the game.
Yeah, you have it there
and get it there.
Yeah.
I bought another Ripper Swarm here in this corner.
Okay.
And I have my Biovol there, so I can do it on 3.
Yeah, that would be quite interesting.
Which is, planning ahead, see what happens.
Yeah.
Then I move forward these Termagants just behind this, obscuring, ready to maybe be a second unit to take the objective if the Lictor dies or whatever.
Yep.
I had to bring the Spore Mines down. I didn't really know what to do with them, so I just put 3 here and 3 here just to have options. I didn't really know.
So where are they? I can't
They are behind the crates,
Okay.
just out in line from this guy, and these guys are behind here, just from there. So it's just to have some units. I stayed still with this Carnifex, so that, Overwatch is something you really have to think about until the end.
Definitely.
He'll hopefully charge in, maybe do some damage. The Lictor stayed in combat. Then I move forward into the middle. So the Turbigon just moved 8 straight forward. The Lictor moved straight forward. Both of them just out of engagement range, basically.
Yeah.
This Carnifex moved forward, ready to charge, and the Flyrant moved round 12, ready to hopefully try and make a charge.
Perfect.
The plan is hopefully eat this unit.
Yes.
And
if you can damage that Blade Guard unit or delete it completely, maybe remove an Impulsor or 2, and then if you can take down this Redemptor, I'm in a very bad position.
Yeah, at that point, it's just one Redemptor that's really doing your damage, and it's probably going to kill maybe one of the monsters, but not all 3. That's my plan.
It's a deja vu of last game where my Redemptors were just on full health. Nothing could really damage them.
As soon as Magnus died but killed everything else, it was like...
that they couldn't really do much and score points. Perfect. Okay, so with that said, let's go on to some shooting. Not a lot.
Not a lot, but there will be some.
Starting this unit phase with this Carnifex. Small arms fire going into that Impulsor.
Yep.
Big guns going into the wounded Impulsor in the middle. Okay,
so we'll start with the big guns.
Perfect.
D3 shots.
It's the big 3.
Hitting you on 3s because we are hurt. And wounding you 4s to 3s because we are hurt.
Toughness 8, right?
Toughness 9, right? But I have +1 to wounds.
9, yes.
Yeah, so 2 wounds.
2 wounds.
AP
Minus?
2, I want to say.
Oh, nice.
AP 2, damage 3.
Okay, so 5 ups. Pass both.
Now
go. When I don't mind if he dies, I pass them both. Okay. Now we've got the small arms fire into the fresh Impulsor.
Yep. So that is 2 hits with the spine banks, wounding you on 4s with +1 to wound. 2 wounds, AP 0.
1 damage, okay.
And then the Bioplasma, D3 shots for 2. Hitting on 1 hit, and then wounding on 4s, 1 wound.
This was
AP2.
into the small one?
Yeah, small one fire. -2, 1 damage.
Okay, so 2 damage dealt on here, so you can put the...
You think it's down to 9 or something. But...
Yep.
Okay, moving over to our One-Eye squad. We'll just put everything into
him. Try and take a couple of wounds before you actually go in.
He has -1 damage, right? That's a special thing?
Yes, he has. He's the only now one that has -1 damage.
So D6 +1 shots, so 4. Hitting you on 3s with rerolls.
Because 1's died, right?
Because 1 has sadly, tragically died. And then strength 9 to toughness.
Toughness is... Let's quickly check. Toughness is 10.
So 5s to 4s, so 4s. So 1 wound.
1 wound. Minus?
-2, damage to the
Goes through?
So damage 2.
Okay, so he's down to 2 wounds, 10 wounds remaining.
Damage 2 to damage 1, right? So
It's the I. Okay,
damage two.
okay. I thought it was damage 3.
so 1 damage only.
1 damage. So he's down to 11 wounds remaining.
Okay. The spine banks. That is 2 hits, and then we roll these. So that is 4 hits with the spine banks. Wounding on it would be 6s, but 5s. So 1 wound, AP 0.
1 wound, AP 0.
There we go.
Another
Nice.
wound.
And the bioplasma.
Just 1 wound, right?
Just 1 wound. 2 shots on bioplasma.
Down to 10.
2 hits, and wounding on strength 7, so 5s to 4s.
Yeah.
Just 5s because they're
Just
not
5s, nothing there. Okay, and I think you've got the Turvigon only to finish, right?
Yeah, I don't really
Look,
want to...
Turvigon and that Carnifex hasn't shot either.
I don't really want to shoot the little fire because I'll shoot his 12 shots into the 12-inch range.
Yeah, we can do that off camera.
Yeah, it's just not to kill this guy and then not be able to maybe fit for a charge or something.
Okay, so we'll do that off camera and we'll come back for charges then,
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
Okay, we're back because we forgot about the Biovores, but we have already done off camera the shooting into the Impulsor, which did nothing. It did actually do a wound, but it saved my save. So we're going to do the Biovores. He's looking for some devastating wounds and try and finish off this.
Yeah, it'd be nice. I mean, it's in a dream world, but you never know.
Yes.
So we're going to do... I'll do them at the same time. It doesn't really
Yeah,
matter.
it doesn't really matter. Both units going in.
So 2d3 shots. So that's 4 shots.
Perfect.
Hitting you on 4s. So 1 hit.
1 hit, so
And then
not enough.
Wounding you on 5s, but 6s is what we're looking for. So nothing.
Nothing.
It wouldn't have done much to those guys anyway.
So we are back to the charge phase. Let's
Yes.
start from closest to the camera and work our way through the battlefield. We've got the Carnifex squad here with Old One Eye, needing a nothing. So they're in. So just squinch it up.
Just push them in so I can fight.
And boink. What else is going in? We've got
don't
the
have any
Turvigon, the
CP.
Lictor, and the Carnifex,
Yeah,
right?
I don't have any CP, but I have free CP for this guy. So he will just go in.
Okay, don't
I'll
really
just-
have to roll, yeah. Don't really have to roll, yeah.
Doesn't
Don't
matter.
worry.
So he'll just kind of go in there and base there. The Lictor will go into that little hole. So he's 8, so that's fine. So he will just
Move in.
move into that hole.
Yeah, the perfect space.
Lovely.
And then the Carnifex,
Carnifex
is
will
going
go in.
Okay. That's a 4.
5. Am I within 5 at this point?
Yeah, I think you're in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So just enough. That's
Okay.
why you don't shoot the guy and maybe kill him.
Yes, because you would have failed.
The Hive Tyrant will be in
Yep, going in as well with
with
his
the CP and SP.
Whippy.
May have to CP that.
Ooh.
Am I within 6? Is that?
Yeah,
I
you're
think it's
okay.
fine.
That's a 5, yeah.
I think
you're
it's
in.
fine. I won't have to CP that then.
Yep.
And
So
then
they're in trouble. And then the Carnifex is going in.
there's a Ripper that's going to charge you just to half your OC,
Yep, perfect. Just in case.
which
Fails.
probably fails, but you
Yeah,
can't CP.
you need
so,
a 4.
well,
And the Carnifex is going in?
Yeah.
Okay. Perfect.
so just enough to.
Okay, so a lot of units going in. I do not have any CP to intervene. I only have 1, so not enough. So let's get striking. Okay, starting with Old One Eye, trying to take out the Redemptor. That is quite important because I think the Blade Guard are now 100% confirmed that they will
Mulched.
not be there. Okay, so let's go with Old One Eye first.
Yep. So he's hitting with +1 to hit. He's hitting on 2s.
Perfect. Obviously 2 ones, like always.
And
He
then-
doesn't reroll to hit,
Yes,
right?
he does. It's a squad.
Oh, nice.
Thank you for reminding me of my own rules.
Okay,
And then I'm wounding you on 3s.
lovely.
So
4 wounds. Minus?
minus is 3, so 5 up saves.
Nice. And what's the damage?
D6 plus 1.
How many wounds was it? 4 or 5?
4, right?
4.
Yes, because I lost 1 and then lost 1.
Okay, so 5 ups. Past 2. What's the damage?
D6 plus 1 each. Because so D6 each, basically.
Okay, do you want to roll?
Yeah, okay, you don't.
I think it's important you roll.
So 11.
11.
He's dead?
So he's dead. Yeah, I could have re-rolled.
That's why I was
one.
waiting,
So, do you
because-
mind? I'm going to re-roll 1.
Oh, yeah? Sure.
Failed.
Failed.
Okay, so now he's dead. I think that's why you had like a quiet
Yeah,
moment.
you
there.
reroll before the damage, right? But yeah.
Okay, so he's dead anyway. Does he blow up? No, he doesn't.
Okay.
Okay, so this Redemptor is gone before the other Carnifex even munched him. So it would have probably finished him off anyway.
Yeah, because they still have the Carnifex, right? So, so that's
And then
that.
let's go in the middle.
I think I can. I don't think I can consolidate to get on the point, so I'll stay there.
Okay.
In the middle, we will start with.
Let's do the Hive Tyrant. I want to see the Hive Tyrant.
Okay, we'll start with the Hive Tyrant. Why not?
Bone Sword and Lash
The
Whip,
Lash
right?
Whip and Bone Sword.
Okay,
6 attacks.
lovely.
He is hitting on 2s.
Okay.
You know what's going to happen? Oh, no ones.
No.
I thought so. And then he is.
But you've jinxed yourself because you know what's going to happen now.
I have twin linked at least.
Okay, okay.
So strength 9 with twin linked.
Okay, so 3 is 2 wounds with Twin Linked.
Yeah, 3 is 2 with twin linked.
Twin Linked.
There we go.
Okay,
3,
so that
6,
is
AP 2,
6.
damage 3.
Okay, so on to my inval saves then. And it's 6 wounds, right?
Yep.
2, 4, 6. So 4 ups. Okay,
So
damage?
Damage 3.
Damage 3, 3 dead, okay. And 2 left. No, sorry, 3 left. Because it is a unit of 6.
Okay, so I will use the free strat on this Carnifex to give him rerolls.
Perfect.
So that is 8 attacks.
Nice.
And
these are damage 3, right?
Yeah. So these be hitting on 4s with rerolls. That's why you use the reroll.
Yes. And the reroll is a stratagem, right?
Yeah, it's called Rampaging Monstrosities for Crush Stampede.
Lovely. And you give it as an aura, or you?
No, you choose a unit.
A unit.
A monster unit, right?
Okay.
But obviously, I can do it for free within 12. Yeah. And then I'm strength 9. So
Lovely.
3s. So that is 5 AP2 damage 3.
Okay. AP2. So again, 4 ups. And that's 1 left.
1 left?
1 left.
Okay.
Oh, we still have...
Lictor or Turbigon? Which one do you want?
Lictor.
Lictor, okay.
Because it's damage 2 on the Lictor, so he needs 2 wounds to go through.
Okay, we'll start with the Lictor. So he's hitting on 2s. So he all hits.
And strength is 7, you said?
So
okay. 3's 2 wounds.
3s, AP2 damage 2. But
wow.
with the 6s. Look, the Lictors are incredible.
Minus 2
damage.
4 ups.
Oh, the Lictor has killed all of them.
Okay, so that's the unit wiped out there. The Turbigon does not need to strike.
No, so I can do pylons and stuff.
Pylons. So yeah, lost quite a lot. I've got 3 repulsors.
The Carnifex.
Oh, the Carnifex and he's got the repulsor's got lost 2 wounds, so he's down to 9 wounds. So he could kill him.
And then the Lictor as well.
And then the Lictor, yes. So that could be an impulsor dead as well. So, okay, here we go.
Carnifex hitting on 3s with a +1. Okay, he rolls all 4s.
Yeah.
And strength 9, toughness 9. So
yes,
4s +1 is 3s.
Yeah. The +1 is because he's
I'm on 1 wound
wounded as well. So he gets +1 to hit him and 2 wounds.
If I'm under half strength, I get +1 to wound. If I'm just injured, I get +1 to hit.
Lovely.
So 3, 4, 5.
5 wounds.
And
Minus
2 damage 3.
Okay, so 5 ups. And that's it. That's him dead.
That's him dead. Does he blow up and kill my Carnifex?
That's the 9 wounds. Does he blow up? No, that is a 3. Okay, so that's Impulsor dead before the Lictor actually does anything. So that concludes your turn.
Yeah, we'll just be consolidates now.
Let's count up some points because I only have now 2 Impulsors, one of which is about to die, a Redemptor, and 1 unit of Assault Intercessors.
Believe in the Emperor.
Oh, believe in the Emperor indeed. Let's try and kill something with a Redemptor at least. But let's count them some points anyway. Yeah, and sure. I'll do my turn 3. Yeah. Let's see what happens. Turn 3 for the Space Wolves. Not looking good at all, but we shall honor the chapter as much as possible and see if we can take down a couple of more bugs. I do have Assassination. I do have Cleanse. I'm going to discard Cleanse because you can do it at the beginning of your for 1 CP.
Absolutely.
So I'm going to discard it. Get me a card. Get me a card. Get me a card. What do I draw?
Overwhelming Force.
Okay, which is kill stuff,
right? On an objective.
Kill something on objective, which I can get some extra tasty points. Perfect. Okay, so what I've done is I've fallen back with the Impulsor, and I've moved up with the Redemptor. Basically that. I've stayed put with the Intercessors. There's hardly anything they can do. And look, if I got a backfield objective, a card, I would have been scoring points. And he's stuck there. I don't really want to advance and move up because I have to move over because his base is too big. So he can get line of sight onto the Lictor, which I can't. He's got Lone Operator, right? So he can't choose. But I can kill that Carnifex finally.
Can you?
And he's on an objective. Does that mean I score extra points?
You will if you kill him with the Overwhelming Force.
Nice. Okay. So that's basically what we're going to do. We're going to go straight in. Yep. We're going to do this Impulsor then. We're going to do the Crack. Crack? Yeah, I'm going to do the Crack with a -2. Okay. So hitting on 3s. That is, by the way, I have oathed this unit here. So that's a great start. That is a 1. I've got 2 bolter shots. 1 hit. Looking for 6. It is a wound. Don't roll a 1.
That's why I have CP.
Don't roll a 1. It is a 6. Perfect. Okay. He can't shoot because he's fallen back. And so we go into the Redemptor. The Redemptor is going to fire everything into the Turbigon.
Perfect.
Let's start off with the small arms fire. Fragstorm launchers. That is 5 hits. I've got dice here. And for 5 shots to be exact. 1 miss. Hitting on 3s. Rerolling because of Oath. That's all hits. And 6s. Rerolling because of Oath. That is 3. That's no AP.
2 up saves. 6-1.
That is 1 wound. How many wounds has he got left?
9.
9 left. Okay. Then we shall go into the Icarus rocket board. The number of shots is 2. Hitting again on 3s. And strength 8. So we're needing 5s. Rerolling because of Oath. Nothing. And then we've got the 8 shots. 2, 4, 6. Plus 2 more. I know how to count. Taking up to 8 for the onslaughts. Hitting on 3s. Rerolling because of Oaths. It's good that Marines have Oaths. If not, they would be in like a very, very bad state. And looking for...
60s.
Yeah, because it is strength Onslaught is strength 5. Your toughness
11.
11. Ooh. Ouch.
Big bug.
Big bug. That is 3. No minus on these either.
2 ups. We're good.
Okay, and then we're going for the overcharging macroplasma.
One
Number
shot.
of shots is 3.
4.
Hitting on 3s.
Nice. Oh.
Rerolling. And
5s.
looking for 5s. Rerolling.
Mr. Pardo. Ooh,
That is
ooh,
2.
You could,
Minus 4.
You can't kill him.
Minus
So-
4.
So I'll be on 6 ups.
Yes.
So
Okay,
he
damage
was down,
6.
Down to 3.
Damage 3. And by hazardous, passes. It's a 1 only, right? It's not a
21.
1 or 2.
21.
So he's down to
3.
3. Okay, so I'm basically going to charge in. Yeah, I'll charge him to get assassinated.
Okay, I will free heroic you.
Okay, yeah, fine. Yeah, can do it.
So I will make a charge, but yeah, so I'll get in with Tyrant.
Perfect. Okay, so I strike first, right? Or do you have like strike first on your...
I don't have strike first. I could have done it with the Lictor, but he's not going to do anything.
Okay, so I'll go with the Redemptive Fist now, who has 5 attacks, and I'm going into the Turvigon. Hitting on 3s. And my strength is 12.
So 3s.
Rerolling. That is, I could have split my attacks right into the...
You could.
I've got, but I'm just going to go and keep
That's
it
fine.
safe. So that's 5 wounds at -2 because AP has fallen down drastically on combat.
So this would be 4 up saves, and these are damage a lot, right?
Damage is 3, flat 3.
Oh, he's dead.
He's
so
Does he explode?
I with his relic, I will fight on death on a 3 up.
Oh, nice.
But obviously, does he fight? Yes.
Yes,
Does
he
he
does.
explode?
No, he
But
does.
he does fight.
Okay, so he does fight. So we've got 2 units fighting back. I do get assassinate at least.
Yes, because even if he comes back,
yes.
you get it.
So who do you want to attack with the Turvigon first or the Hive Tyrant?
We'll just do the Turvigon, doesn't really matter.
Okay.
So that is 4 attacks with his Scything Talons.
Lovely.
So he's hitting on 3s because +1, -1.
Okay, do you want to roll here?
Yeah.
That
So,
is
1 hit.
only 1 hit, yeah.
And then we'll be wounding you. It's strength 9, so 5s to 4s with +1 wound. So 1 wound.
1 wound.
AP 2.
So goes, is it, I've got a 2-up save? Yes, I've got a 2-up save,
Cool.
so that's fine.
And then I'll do the Hive Tyrant.
Lovely.
4, 5, 6.
Okay, let's see, hopefully you can do a bit more damage.
We'll see. Hitting you on 2s.
2 misses, obviously.
And wounding you on 5s with rerolls.
He goes
So
That's 3 wounds.
AP2 damage.
AP2. 4-ups,
So that's 2, 4, 6 damage.
6 damage on him because it's 3, it's
It would
damage
be
3,
9
right?
and 3.
Okay, and he's got 12 wounds, so he's down to 6.
Okay.
And that finishes off a very quick turn 3 for me. I do get,
You get
overwhelming
Assassinate and
force,
Overwhelming Force.
and I do get assassination, so some extra tasty points there. And did I shoot? Yes, I did shoot with this one. So that is the end of turn 3.
This is the end of 10.
Let's go into turn 4
Yes.
because let's see how many points you can get. And then I'm not going to let you go into turn 5 because I know you want to go into turn 5. I know you want the 100 point score, but we can talk it over and show it. Okay. But let's go into your turn 4. Turn 4 for the Tyranids, and Shadow of the Warp has been sprung on the enemy. So everybody has to take a battle shock. I passed him on all of them except for this impulsor, so he's battle shocked. And yes, he basically wanted to take my OC.
Yeah, it's OC4 to
middle.
OC4.
Yeah.
So I wanted to do 1 extra wound to it. I didn't, so I was like, well, if I Shadow in the Warp, and if he does fail, then I do
can
get a
do
point.
Perfect. And then command phase, you got 2 cards.
Investigate Signals and Defend Stronghold. And then I got 8 primary for the Lictor.
For the Lictor, because we have removed this objective already.
Yeah.
So what the plan is for now, he's basically moved back to get that back objective, which is important, and then he's moved units. He's moved the Ripper Swarm, he moved the Biovore, and he's moved this Ripper Swarm, which was his plan at the start for Investigate Signals for a total of 6 points, 2 points each. Yeah. Perfect. And then he's gone in for the kill for basically these 2. As soon as he wipes out these 2, we're calling it a game, and we'll talk about the points that you can score to take it up to maybe a 100-point score. Let's see.
Yeah, without that 8, it's going to be difficult now.
Yes.
But we'll see.
We'll see. Well, you're going to go high 9s.
It'll be high for
90s.
sure.
Okay, so let's do some shooting. Let's just go straight into it.
So
we might
the
as well.
Carnifex will just shoot into the Impulsor.
Impulsor. 6 wounds remaining on him.
1 shot, hitting on 3s. Nothing.
Obviously.
Old 1 I scored will just shoot everything into
Yes, perfect. Let's do that.
D6 plus 1. So 4, 5. Hitting on 3s with rerolls. And then wounding it on 5s. So 2, AP 1 damage 2.
Okay.
So you're good.
Both pass, double 6.
The little
now,
shots.
now my saves start passing, you know? Okay.
Now that doesn't really matter is when you get all the saves.
Yes, always.
Wounding you on 5s because toughness 9. 1 wound AP 0.
1 wound AP 0. It's a pass.
Hitting on 3s and wounding on 5s. 1 in wound AP 2. Damage 1.
AP 2, damage 1. So goes through.
Down to 5.
Down to 5. Okay,
So
what else have you got?
Charges now?
Oh, straight into charges.
Straight into charges.
Okay, so these
actually,
guys need a 2.
He can actually shoot there with -1, can't he? Because you're a monster. So I might as well do that quickly.
Yes.
Because you never know with these redemptors.
Yeah, this is one of the new rules in 10, so you can shoot in as well, which is great.
Hitting from that, and D3 shots. 1 hitting on a 4. Nothing. Doesn't matter.
Okay.
Ignore me.
But look, we showed it off.
Yes.
So you need a 3 here.
Yep, so that will go in. That's a 3.
Perfect.
Then I will just charge the Lictor in. I'll just take the double 1 charge. The Carnifex will go in as well, and I will spend a CP to do the mortals.
Okay.
So 10, just to make sure that he's going to die.
And let's do the mortals really quickly.
Might as well. So I'll be down
5 attacks?
6.
6 attacks.
6 dice, any 4s on
Do a
mortals.
mortal wound. Okay. 6 wounds remaining on the Redemptor.
Yeah, so I want to make sure throughout whatever.
Yeah, just in case, especially with the -1 damage.
Exactly.
So that is 2. So he's down to 4 on him, 5 on the Impulsor. Let's get some dice ready and go straight into charge, into fight phase. We're back and straight into the fight phase. A couple of CP being spent, free ones as well.
So I'm going to spend 1 here for rerolls to hit.
Okay.
And then save my free CP in case he doesn't die, and then I can do it again for free.
Okay.
On the other one.
Perfect.
So it's 8 attacks.
Yes, sir.
From the double scythe talon guy.
Yeah.
So he's hitting on 4s because he's fresh. With rerolls. Wish there was some way of hurting myself.
So good. You're rolling so hot as well.
You like it. So I'm wounding you on 5s.
There you go.
All right, well, just take
5 wounds. Minus?
AP2, damage 3.
AP2, so
damage
4 ups. 4 ups and damage are 2. So he's dead.
He's dead.
Does he blow up? That was easy. He
It does.
blow up, and it does D3 mortal wounds to everybody. So Lictor
powerful.
is 3.
Okay, so he's down to 3.
The Carnifex is 2. And the Hive Tyrant is 2. 2 and 2. So
6.
look, he goes out with a bang.
And the Hive Tyrant is
He goes out with a bang.
He is taken 2. So good.
Okay, so remove that. Remove these wound
And I
markers
will let
here.
Old One Eye take the
And
glory.
now Old One Eye to finish off the game, basically.
Old
will
One
allow
Eye.
him to roll. I like rolling, especially when you're just decimating the army.
Of course.
The enemy.
So do it here.
Yes.
Hitting you on 2s with rerolls.
Lovely. Oh, always a 1 and 1.
Wounding you on 3s. All right.
That is 4 wounds.
4 at AP3.
Okay, so 5 ups? No, 6 ups. Damage, D6
How much
plus
went through?
3.
So that is
Oh,
17,
103 wounds.
20
Does he blow up? No, he doesn't.
20 wounds taken there,
Okay,
sir.
so Impulsor is removed. Now, let's go over my turn. My turn is done. Okay, so let's go on to turn 5. Let's see how many points you can get.
So I will get 6 for investigate.
Okay, I'll take the app out. So this app is actually quite good. ITC Battle App.
Shout out ITC Battles.
Yeah, it's really, really good. Okay, so first of all, you got Storm hostile objectives. Was it
last
not?
turn.
Oh, last
I got
turn.
that
So
for 5
I haven't put your cards in yet. So what cards did you get?
But the new ones, investigate signals and defend strong.
Okay, investigate signals and
Defend strong.
defend strong.
You got me the 5 for storm hostile. Yeah.
Perfect. And I didn't give you that. So supply drop, you got
8
8, which I gave you already,
and 5 for storm hostile.
and 5 for storm hostile. Perfect.
Yeah. Then this turn will be 6 for investigate signals and
Investigate signals.
I will
get
defend
you
stronghold by the end of my
6 for getting 3 corners, and defend stronghold
For 3,
you would get
because you won't
3.
kill me on your turn.
Okay, I would not get any objectives because I'm not in the middle. I'm not going to even get the
You're not
cards
gonna get
out.
cards?
Do you want to get the cards out
Yeah,
for
you
me?
never know what you
Okay.
could get.
Maybe now is the time where I get something in the back
you
backfield.
got defend stronghold.
Okay,
And I
so
won't go for it. Don't
perfect. So I got defend stronghold, and I got
worry.
something
Capture enemy outpost.
which I'm not going to
you're
get.
not gonna do.
Okay, so defend stronghold, I do get my 3 points.
Most likely, yeah.
We move on to turn 5. I would, right? Because it's basically
Unless the
capture.
Carnifex is charged, but yeah. You have to hold it, but no.
Okay.
Then
Let me get it.
I will get extend battle lines and no prisoners.
Okay,
It's
so
part of
supply
it.
drop, you would get 15 points
15 for the middle.
for the middle because it's the one that
Unfortunately,
stays.
I have drawn no prisoners, so I have to kill a unit.
Oh, okay.
There is
So
a
you,
unit-
so you would go
I would
into
try and do it,
Yes,
which
okay.
we'll see.
So let's say that you did. So cards you got,
So extend battle lines and no prisoners.
extend battle lines and no prisoners. Okay, so let's say that you get extend battle lines,
Which is 5.
which is 5, and let's say
Just
that
see
you
if I make the
get.
charge. It just matters. I make
Let's
the
do the charge.
I don't
Come
know how
over
much.
here. Come over here.
Just come over here.
Move them and get him. I'll
let's
let,
go to the
I'll let you. I'll
Thank
let
you
you
very
get,
much.
get your
So
charge. So
old
they
one eye
move.
will move 8.
Okay.
So we'll
Doink.
Move him to there.
Perfecto.
So that is within 7, so a 6.
A 6.
With a reroll.
Okay. With a reroll. A free reroll, because your Hive Tyrant will move.
That's a 6.
That's a 6. Okay, so they move in.
Mulch.
And then I'm going to give it to you.
Thank you.
So you destroyed 1 enemy unit for 2 points.
There we go.
Taking you to a total of 77. Am I missing something?
I don't know. You're on the app.
Yeah, I don't think I've missed anything. Sorry. I've given it to you. So okay, let's fix the points. You've won. Let's fix the points, and we'll go to the end of the conclusion and give the viewers.
Please, handshake, please.
Okay.
Good game.
I'm holding my mobile. I'm holding my camera on the other side. Let's talk about it all. A drastic win for the Nids. Wow. Let's talk about it. I don't know what to say.
And there you have it. An overwhelming victory for the Tyranids. Thank you very much.
Not expected.
Yeah, I would agree there, actually. I really would.
I know my list wasn't like super powered, like crazy Space Marine lists. You know, obviously I didn't have a lot of, I had some shooting, didn't make the most of the shooting, but I did have like some strong hitting units, right?
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting, I was more expecting like a close game, to be honest.
Me too. I had a couple of good units, but I think for me it was more maybe luck swinging in quite a few places rather than the units themselves performing super well.
Yeah.
I did have a lot of little units to do all the missions for me.
You've played it really, really well. That's for starters. I think you've played it really well. You've made the most of those small units. Yeah. Obviously, I think Lictors have been very, very good.
MVP of the game.
Yeah, I think they've scored so many points. They've gone in for the kill. The damage 2, -2 as well is quite interesting as well.
Go buy those new models.
Yeah, you can go in and actually kill stuff. You killed.
Ragnar.
We killed Ragnar in one fell sweep. You've finished off a couple of units as well. Yeah. So they've done actually quite well. So yeah, it's interesting. It's interesting. Now we haven't used hardly any of the good units either.
No, neither of us really. I think
neither of us. Yeah. Space Wolves are just not.
Space Wolves, no, like Redemptors are okay. They're not bad, but again, not for Space Wolves. I guess in Gladius, there's a lot more options, etc. For me, the Winged Hive Tyrant's quite nice. He's quite easy to kill.
Yeah.
And because fly doesn't really do much anymore, it's the strat. Really.
It's a strat. It's 3 strats, which you've been perfectly using it every single turn, and it's coming to sense. Especially the Carnifexes re-rolling to hit.
Yeah.
If you get them close to it, and you constantly not have to pay that tax, because hitting on 4s for the Carnifexes is the problem. They hit hard. It's damage 3, but you do want the free re-roll. Yeah. We've got Old One Eye that gives it anyway, and we saw how devastating.
The Old One Eye squad is good.
Yeah, how that unit. It's probably, apart from the Lictors, I think it's been probably the other best unit.
I think I would change the weapons that they were equipped with.
Yeah, probably go shooting.
Yeah, I would go full shooting, because like having an actual dedicated shooting squad.
Yeah, because he's good in combat anyway. Yeah. So if you get stuck in, he's going to be a threat. D6 plus 1 damage.
Most of the time, he killed the stuff anyway, right?
Before the others attack.
Exactly.
So having a good shooty platform, re-rolling to hits and to wounds.
Just to hits. And so +1 to hit
in case.
So
he starts getting wounded, you will have some perks for wounding. But so when first glance, obviously it's early days. We've only had the codex for like a week, 2 weeks. Yeah. They don't look overpowered. They don't look amazing. But there's so many units in that book which we need to playtest.
It's being 6 detachments, so 5 new ones, and each one having 6 strats. So an extra 30 stratagems to look at, all the enhancements and all the units.
New units as well.
I'm sure there's things in there that we're not seeing.
We're not seeing.
But there's nothing overly that you look at it and say this is going to break the game.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is nice.
Which is really good. They've done a good job. So congratulations.
It's a very flavorful book.
It is.
Each detachment really feels
the models as well. The new models are absolutely fantastic.
I can't wait to see those.
Can I rant now? Can I start my rant?
Do it.
Okay, let's start ranting. So, Space Wolves. So I've been playing Space Wolves I've played Space Wolves maybe 3 or 4 times, maybe once on camera and a couple of times off camera against Shaggy and stuff. They are not good at all. They are, if you go proper Space Wolves with their detachment, which is the one I've used, what is it called? The Saga
something.
Saga of the bad saga, we're going to call it that.
The bad saga.
They're just the units, the specific units they have are a bit lackluster, like Thunderwolf Cavalry and stuff are just not good enough. They become so much better when you go into the Gladiator Strike Force, where units can advance and charge. Just that is so good. But I also want to talk about the stratagems they have. Yes, maybe the enhancements Space Wolves have a couple of good enhancements, like the one I was going to use, or I used.
You did. You
where,
killed the codex.
they become devastating wounds. But again, it's just if you go into monsters and stuff like that. So the stratagems. When you compare Gladiator Strike Force, you've got so many defensive stratagems like move 6 inches back, right? So when you get into range, what was that called?
Tactical withdrawal.
Tactical,
something
yeah,
like
something
that.
like that. There's also
adaptive attack. Something cool.
There's also what's the other stratagem?
Fight or death. Only in
Fight and death.
death.
So, for example, I could have fought back on so many occasions with good units that just got killed off before, like Ragnar, for example. I could have paid some points. So those strats I don't have, which are huge.
Yeah.
And I just don't see any potential. I know I've spoken with a couple of people about, oh, you need to use it because the saga.
Sagas are
yes,
so hard to
if you get the sagas, they start becoming good. But it's so tax dependent. You need to pay points to have hard-hitting characters, because that's the only way then you unlock them. Once, if your opponent is good and knows how sagas work, he'll target those characters straight away. And as soon as they're done, your detachment is void.
Yep,
like you have nothing anymore. And apart from that, I don't think the sagas themselves, they give you lethal hits. Yeah, they give you feel no pain of a 6-up. Yeah, it's not like
they do what other detachments just have
for free.
Yeah, because feel no pain you can just get as war leaders, for example, which are another combat arm.
Which is
Tyranids can go and get sustained from their high fleet. So
it's so like I'm just not a fan at all. It's just so difficult. They could easily put, like, if a unit kills a character or something like that, the whole army gets it. And I think they'll be okay. I don't think it will be, like, game-changing.
It'd be cool if, like, at the start of your turn, you choose a saga to try and complete. And if, like, anyone, like, I want to try and kill a character this round. And if any unit does it, then you get the completion.
The other thing is that you can only choose one saga. So if you've completed the 4 sagas because you've had an excellent turn, you're only going to get one, which is something that, again, I feel it shouldn't be a thing. I think it should be a thing that if you complete the saga, you've completed the saga, end up. So yeah, there's negatives all round. I'm not a big fan of any of the units, specific Space Wolf units they have.
Wolfen are the most.
Wolfen are the most
bad.
The most, they are like
so bad.
You can't even play them. Like I think Thunderwolf Cavalry and the Gladiator Strike Force are quite good. I think the Skyclaws, big unit of Skyclaws, 15
Santa
man.
Claus is nice.
Santa Claus is very good, actually. Yeah, there is a couple of taking the characters out, because I think there's a couple of good characters. The specific other units are just not good enough.
No.
So yeah, rant over and back into here. So if you've enjoyed the game, make sure you head over to the members section. So there's a join button down below. Some people don't see it. Like Gibraltar, it's not there, so you can go to the description and there's a link there for extra content. And I say it every time, it's not only about getting extra content, it is about supporting us. So if you enjoy what we do, if you enjoy our battle reports, our extra content, our live streams, our events, become a member, because that's how it helps. And I just want to point out this. People say, oh, I don't watch battle reports. Yeah, but it's about supporting us. So if you watch what we do or come to our events, that's how you support.
Yeah.
That's it from us. New codex, we will be playing the High Fleet Titan.
Oh yes, there's a lot more to test.
I really need to think about what I'm testing out. I don't want to play Marines again, so we'll have a little think, but there'll be a battle report.
I would say, I would like to test some Vanguard Gene Stealers, you know?
Oh yes. Yeah.
Those look quite cool. Quite cool.
So with that said, that is the end of us for today. We'll catch you in the next battle report very soon.